Hello everyone, Deborah Fay from Disruptive Publishing, and today I want to talk to you about being a purposeful author and why an author needs to be intentional about his writing. As a self-published author myself, I know what a difference being published can make. Firstly, to the author, of course, in terms of their self-esteem and the confidence they develop around their expertise and the value that they bring to their world. And secondly, to their readers, who of course benefit from the content that you share in your book, whether it's for entertainment or for educational purposes. Now, I first published 8 years ago when the second biggest print-on-demand company was actually just 1 year old. And since then, I've helped more than 200 authors aged between 8 and 78 to become published. Many of them I've worked with on several occasions, which has been absolutely enormous fun. As you can imagine, I've learned a lot from the experience that I've gained during that time. And while I've often compared this journey to an extreme sport with a very steep learning curve, I would not change a thing. Something that I've come to know for sure during that time, and something that stands out to me above everything else that I've learned, is this. People want to be moved. They want to feel something, whether they're aware of it or not. Every time they go to a movie, every time they turn on Netflix or pick up a book or start a conversation with someone, they're actually looking to experience something. We are constantly being bombarded with data that's coming at us from every possible direction, and our brains are full to overflowing. So I can promise you, people don't want more data. It's not what they want from you as an author. They want connection. They want to feel connected. From a writer's perspective, it's so very disappointing when you pour your heart and soul into something, whether it's an article, a blog, or a book, only to have it fall on deaf ears. No engagement. Has this ever happened to you? It's certainly happened to me. The author who understands that a reader seeks connection, though, wants to be moved, is going to write very differently to the author who doesn't understand this. In fact, an author who understands this will make connection his #1 priority and will intentionally write in a way that fosters connection between himself or his characters and his reader. He will allow himself or his characters to be vulnerable, expose his flaws and weaknesses to his reader through purposeful, authentic storytelling that actually forces the reader to have to confront his or her own fears about themselves. And by giving the reader the opportunity to feel, the author can't help but create a connection with that reader. How do you achieve that, I hear you ask? Well, there are a few guidelines that can really make a difference in helping you hit the mark every single time you sit down to write. Now, I encourage you to explore this for yourself, but if it is your intention to stir something in your readers and develop a real connection with your target audience, ask me about my fill in the blanks business book template called Fully Authorized. I created it especially to help passionate, heart-centered maturepreneurs and women of wisdom to share their experience and their expertise in such a way that they not only educate people about themselves, their products and their services, but they actually move them and connect with them and make it impossible for that reader not to know, like, and trust them enough to buy from them. You can also download our free ebook, 7 Things an Author Must Know About Writing and Publishing a Book Before They Take the Plunge. It's a great place to start when you're ready to start writing your book. So I hope this has been really helpful to you, and I hope it gets you thinking differently about the way in which you're writing and the way you're engaging people. I hope to see you next week in the blog. Bye for now.